You're rummaging through an old jar of coins in your attic, and there it is, a 1976 Lincoln penny with a small D mint mark below the date. Could this tiny, overlooked coin be your ticket to financial freedom? Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll learn how a coin that's worth just 1 cent on the surface could be valued at hundreds of thousands, even up to $1 million in the right circumstances. The story begins in 1976, a year of celebration and renewal for America as the country marked its bicentennial. During this period, the Denver Mint produced millions of pennies, but as with any production process, not all coins were created equal. Certain 1976 D mint pennies slipped through with unique errors or variations that now make them extraordinarily valuable to collectors. So, why does this matter to you? Let me explain. First, let's break down what makes a coin valuable. Scarcity, condition, and demand are the holy trinity of numismatics, the fancy word for coin collecting. If your penny has a rare error, like a double die or a misaligned strike, its value skyrockets. Picture this: a single penny fetching enough to pay off your car, your mortgage, or even fund an early retirement. Exciting, right? But before you rush to the nearest pawn shop, there's a catch. Not every 1976 D penny is worth a fortune. In fact, most are worth only face value. It's the rare ones, the coins with unique traits that catch the eyes of serious collectors, that hold the real treasure. Now, here's where things get really interesting. One of the most sought-after features on a 1976 D penny is the elusive double die error. Imagine the details on the coin, the date, the lettering, or Lincoln's portrait, appearing slightly doubled, as though the design was stamped twice. This kind of error makes collectors drool, and they're willing to pay tens of thousands of dollars to add such a piece to their collections. Still not sure it's worth checking your coins? Let me hit you with this. In 2022, a pristine 1976 D penny with a rare minting error sold at auction for over $20,000. And here's the kicker: it wasn't even a one-of-a-kind. Coins like this are out there, hidden in plain sight. Maybe even in your pocket change. But what if you find one? How can you tell if it's the real deal? The first step is to examine your coin under good lighting. Look for any anomalies, especially around the date, mint mark, and edges. If you suspect you have a rare penny, consult a professional coin grader. These experts can authenticate and grade your coin, giving it the legitimacy needed to command top dollar in the marketplace. Now, here's a question to reset your focus: what if your penny isn't worth millions but a mere $10,000 or $5,000? Would you still want to cash in, or would you hold on to it, hoping its value appreciates further? It's a fun dilemma to think about, isn't it? So, where can you sell your treasure? Auctions, both in person and online, are great options. Platforms like Heritage Auctions or even eBay have seen rare pennies go for staggering sums. The key is to ensure your coin is properly appraised and marketed to the right audience. Remember, the more you know about your coin's history and unique features, the better equipped you are to negotiate a killer deal. And here's the cliffhanger you've been waiting for. Could the 1976 D penny sitting in your possession be among the rarest of the rare? Could it be worth not just thousands, but hundreds of thousands of dollars? There's only one way to find out: go check your coins, because who knows? That dusty jar in your attic might just hold the key to your dream lifestyle. Did you know there could be a tiny fortune hiding in your pocket change? Today, we're diving into the mystery of the 1979 Lincoln penny with no mint mark. Some of these coins have been valued at thousands, even $1 million. Yes, you heard that right, a single penny that could change your life forever. Stick around because, by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for and how to cash in on this rare treasure. You're cleaning out an old drawer, or maybe sorting through a jar of pennies, and you stumble across an ordinary-looking 1979 penny. But here's the twist: it's no ordinary penny. One subtle detail could mean the difference between 1 cent and $1 million. Intrigued? You should be. The 1979 Lincoln penny without a mint mark isn't just rare, it's a piece of history. Mint marks indicate where a coin was made. Most pennies from 1979 will have a tiny D for Denver or S for San Francisco. But the no-mint mark pennies were struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which didn't use a mark for general circulation coins that year. What makes some of these coins worth a fortune is their condition and rarity. Why does this matter to you? Because the next one to be sold at auction could very well be yours. Imagine holding on to something so valuable, yet so overlooked. Isn't it exciting to think what could be sitting in your change jar right now? Now, let's talk specifics. How do you know if your 1979 penny is the golden ticket? First, condition is everything. Coin experts, or numismatists, look for something called MS 65 or higher. That's mint state, 65, meaning the coin looks almost as perfect as the day it was struck. Scratches, dents, or wear can lower its value significantly. But here's the kicker, even pennies in less than perfect condition have been known to fetch surprising amounts. Second, you'll need to verify its authenticity. There are fakes out there, and experts can quickly spot them. Professional grading services like PCGS or NGC can certify your coin and give it a grade, adding immense value. Feeling overwhelmed? Don't worry, we'll guide you through the process. But before we move on, let me ask you this. When was the last time you actually looked at your pennies? Go ahead, check your pockets or your couch cushions after this video. You might thank me later. What if I told you there's one little known detail about these coins that most people overlook? It's a mistake that could cost you thousands. We'll uncover it in just a moment. Here's the detail you've been waiting for. The key to maximizing the value of your 1979 no-mint mark penny is understanding its demand. The coin market can be unpredictable, but rare items like these tend to grow in value over time. Experts suggest holding on to such coins for a few years if possible, especially if you're not in urgent need of cash. However, if you're ready to sell, now is the time to act. Auction houses like Heritage Auctions or online platforms like eBay can connect you with collectors willing to pay top dollar. And here's a quick tip, cleaning your coin could destroy its value. Many amateur collectors make this mistake, thinking they're polishing their treasure, but it can actually ruin the surface and devalue it. So, resist the urge to shine it up. Let's circle back for a moment. Why are these coins so valuable? It's a mix of rarity, history, and a bit of luck. The no-mint mark 1979 penny isn't just a coin, it's a symbol of how the smallest things in life can hold the greatest value. Imagine being the person who cashes in on one of these. What would you do with the money? A dream vacation, paying off debt, maybe even retiring early? The possibilities are endless. Now it's your turn. Grab that jar of change, inspect every penny, and who knows, you might just find the coin that changes your life. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who could use a little inspiration today. And let us know in the comments if you've ever found a rare coin. Your story might inspire someone else to start their journey. Suddenly, one penny catches your eye. It's a 1991 Lincoln penny, seemingly ordinary, but what if I told you this very coin could be worth over $1 million? Yes, you heard that right, a single penny, worth more than a luxury sports car or even your dream home. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for and how to turn pocket change into life-changing wealth. Let's dive in, but first, how often do you really look at your pennies? By the way, if pennies could talk, what stories would they tell? Probably something like, "Stop hoarding me in jars and find out my worth." The 1991 no-mint mark Lincoln penny might look like any other penny, but its true value lies in its unique features. First, let's talk about what no-mint mark actually means. Most pennies are minted with a small letter, P, D, or S, indicating where they were produced. But a no-mint mark penny? That's a whole different story. It's a rare occurrence that makes collectors' hearts race. Here's the kicker, the absence of a mint mark on a 1991 penny doesn't just make it rare. It's an anomaly that could mean big bucks. Experts estimate that some of these pennies, depending on their condition and grading, can sell for tens of thousands, even up to $1 million. Let me ask you this: how much is your morning coffee worth compared to a penny like that? Now, before you start flipping over every penny in sight, let's talk about the key features that can separate a jackpot penny from the rest. This part is crucial. Miss this, and you might overlook a fortune right under your nose. Condition matters more than you think. Look for a coin that's free of major scratches or wear. A shiny, well-preserved penny can skyrocket in value. And here's a pro tip: get your coin graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. Their seal of approval can turn your coin from just another collectible to a must-have treasure for high-end collectors. But what if your 1991 penny isn't in mint condition? Is it still worth anything? Hold that thought, we'll answer that in just a moment. By the way, wouldn't it be ironic if the penny you've been stepping on for years ends up being worth more than your car? Now that's a plot twist. Here's the moment of truth. Even if your 1991 penny isn't in perfect condition, it can still hold significant value. Pennies with unique errors, like double dies, off-center strikes, or even an unusual metallic composition, are highly sought after. So don't give up hope. Every detail counts, and some collectors are willing to pay handsomely for coins with character. Now, let's talk about action. If you think you found a valuable penny, the first step is research. Check recent auction prices and compare your coin's features to those of high-value examples. Then, connect with a reputable coin dealer or auction house. They can help you navigate the process and ensure you get the best possible price for your treasure. But here's the catch: how can you tell if the person evaluating your coin is legit? There's a critical mistake many people make, and we'll cover that in an upcoming video. Call to action: now it's your turn. Go grab that jar of pennies, and start hunting. Who knows, you might be sitting on a small fortune without even realizing it. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more tips on uncovering the hidden value in your old coins. And remember, the next penny you find could be the key to your dream lifestyle. Don't miss out. 1997 D Mint Mark Lincoln Penny. Did you know a single penny could change your life? Imagine finding one worth up to $1 million. Sounds unbelievable, right? Stick around, and I'll show you how this seemingly ordinary coin could hold extraordinary value. You're sifting through an old jar of pennies, maybe one you've ignored for years. You pull out a coin that looks just like any other. But this penny might be the key to paying off your mortgage, sending your kids to college, or even retiring early. Why? Because the 1997 D Lincoln penny has become one of the most sought-after coins among collectors and investors alike. But what's so special about it? Here's where things get exciting. Certain pennies from 1997 minted in Denver have defects or unique characteristics that make them worth far more than face value. And these traits can't be spotted by just anyone. It's almost like they're hiding in plain sight. But don't worry, by the end of this video you'll know exactly what to look for. Quick question: how many pennies do you think you've thrown away in your life? Hundreds? Thousands? You might want to start regretting that decision, or, better yet, stop throwing them away entirely. One of those pennies could have been a life changer. Now, on to Act 2. What makes this penny so valuable? The value of the 1997 D Lincoln penny hinges on several key factors. First, there are the mint errors. These are unintentional mistakes made during the coin's production, and they're pure gold, or, in this case, copper, to collectors. Some pennies might have double die errors, where parts of the design appear twice. Others could have misaligned strikes or rare planchet anomalies. Each of these flaws increases the coin's rarity, and rarity equals value, but it doesn't stop there. Even without errors, certain 1997 D pennies are graded so highly for their pristine condition that collectors are willing to shell out top dollar for them. A penny in mint state, a grade given by professionals, can fetch thousands of dollars. Imagine turning a penny into enough money to buy a car, or even a house. Here's a fun fact to keep you on your toes. Did you know that one of the highest-selling Lincoln pennies sold for over $1.7 million? While it wasn't a 1997 D, it shows how valuable these tiny coins can become. So, who's checking their piggy bank right now? What's the one thing a penny and a bad date have in common? They're both often ignored, until they're worth something. Let's make sure you never ignore a penny again. How to spot a valuable 1997 D penny and why you need to act now. Start by examining your pennies under a magnifying glass. Look for the D mint mark, which is located right below the year. Next, check for any unusual features, like doubling on the letters or numbers, cracks, or chips in the design. If the penny looks flawless, you could have a high-grade coin on your hands, but here's the cliffhanger. You can't just rely on your eyes. You'll need to get your coin authenticated and graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. These experts will determine if your penny is a true treasure. And trust me, this step can mean the difference between a penny worth $1 and one worth $1 million. Still wondering if you should bother looking for one? Here's why you need to act fast. The demand for rare coins is skyrocketing. Collectors are hunting for these valuable pennies, and the market is only getting more competitive. Every day you wait could be a missed opportunity. Before we wrap up, let's recap. The 1997 D Lincoln penny, with its mint errors, high-grade potential, and sheer rarity, could be your golden ticket. Imagine pulling one out of your old coin jar and realizing you're holding a piece of history, a piece of wealth, a piece of your future. Do you have a 2006 Lincoln penny sitting around in your coin jar? What if I told you that penny could be worth millions of dollars? You might think, that's crazy. Pennies are just pennies, but trust me, you're about to uncover a rare treasure that's hiding right under your nose. In the next few minutes, you'll learn how this 2006 Lincoln penny could be your ticket to financial freedom. Stay with me, because you don't want to miss the shocking truth about its value and how you can cash in on it right now. The 2006 Lincoln penny is one of those unsung heroes in the coin world. To the average person, it's just another penny, right? You toss it into a jar, forget about it, and think nothing of it. But for coin collectors and investors, it's far from ordinary. In 2006, the US Mint made a mistake, a very rare mistake. You see, some of the pennies from that year were struck without a mint mark. Normally, every penny has a tiny letter that tells you where it was made, Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco. But in 2006, a few escaped the mint without this crucial identifier, making them incredibly rare. These no mint mark 2006 pennies could be worth up to $1 million. That's right, $1 million. Now, I know what you're thinking, no way, that can't be true. But stick with me, because I'm about to show you exactly how you can tell if you have one of these hidden gems. Now, let's dig a little deeper. Not every 2006 penny is valuable. So how do you know if your penny is one of the rare ones? You need to inspect it carefully. Start by looking at the obverse side, the side with Abraham Lincoln's face. Look for the absence of a mint mark just below the date. I know what you're probably thinking right now. How do I even know what a mint mark is? Don't worry. Let's pause here and clear this up. A mint mark is a tiny letter stamped right below the year on the penny. If you don't see one, that's when you might have a jackpot on your hands. Now, here's the thing. These no mint mark 2006 pennies are incredibly rare, but not all of them are worth a fortune. So, how can you tell if yours is worth something? The key is the condition of the coin. The better the condition, the higher the value. Is your penny shiny and crisp, or is it worn down by years of being tossed around in your change jar? Coins in great condition, called uncirculated or MS-65 grade, can command a premium, but there's something even more important that could make your penny worth millions. Are you ready for this? What if I told you there's a specific error in these pennies that could make yours worth up to $1 million? Sounds too good to be true, right? Well, hang tight, because in just a moment, I'm going to tell you about this game-changing error and how you can check for it. I'm about to reveal the big secret. Are you sitting down? You might want to, because this could change everything for you. The true $1,000,000 value comes from a specific type of error, a double die error. This happens when the penny is struck twice by the die, resulting in a clear, visible doubling of the design. It's extremely rare and makes the penny incredibly valuable. To identify a double die error, closely inspect the date in Lincoln's eyes or his beard. If you see any doubling, you could be holding something worth thousands, or even millions, of dollars. Now, I know what you're thinking: how the heck do I even get started selling these? Here's where the excitement builds. You have a choice. You can take your coin to a reputable coin dealer or auction house, but here's a warning: you'll want to make sure you're working with someone who knows what they're doing. There are scams out there, and the last thing you want is to let this golden opportunity slip through your fingers. Okay, I know, I might sound like I'm giving you a cointastic sales pitch. But trust me, I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm here to show you how to make money from your coins, lots of money. Seriously, even my dog knows the value of rare pennies now. Pause for a light chuckle, but back to the point: this is your chance to cash in on a rare opportunity. And here's a big pro tip: don't wait. Coins like these tend to increase in value over time. The longer you wait, the higher the risk that someone else might snatch up that $1,000,000 penny from under your nose. So, don't just sit there with your old pennies, take action now. Go through your collection, check for that mint mark, or lack thereof, and look for those double die errors. Don't let this opportunity pass you by. If you think you might have a winner, take it to a professional for an evaluation. And remember, being proactive is the key to turning these rare pennies into the wealth you've always dreamed of. You have the chance to change your financial future with something as simple as a penny. It may seem small now, but in the world of rare coins, that penny could lead to big things. If you're ready to learn more about how to find hidden treasures in your change, hit that subscribe button, and make sure you don't miss out on any of my future videos. Together, we'll turn your collection into a goldmine. Remember, wealth is not just about what you make, it's about what you find. And sometimes, the best treasures are hidden in plain sight. Keep searching, stay motivated, and until next time, happy hunting, coin collectors.